In this video, we are going to convert HTML template into WordPress template. So this is the HTML template. This is what it looks like. We are going to convert it into WordPress. Not just we'll stop at converting. We'll see how to change the content inside the field. Now you can see I have converted this into WordPress, and if I wish to change anything, I can do it. And these all things are changeable. You can, if you want, you can change the icon also. If just for show you, just to change the full stack developer into, you see it's inside this section. Okay, let me change the about us. About, I have removed the about, and let me save it, and now you will see it is just about, sorry, it is just my channel name. And just I have shown you how to change the, likewise you can change the content. You can change, you can have your YouTube channel link over here, and if you wish to change something, you can freely do it on the particular page. Now if I want to change that image, so let me choose this one and click on select and update, and now you will see this image which has Mia dia will be changed. Image can also be changeable. Likewise, if you want, you can add a team member, you can add a testimonial, and this is the section which we are going to focus in this video. In the previous video which we have converted the first template, there it does not have the carousel. Now in this time it has carousel, as well as now we are going to see how to change the icon as well. The two major topics we are going to cover in this video. The first one is the carousel, and the second one is to change the icon. Now you can see the Angular also have the apple icon, so let me edit it. Now I'm going to change the icon. I'm making it auto prefixer icon for the iOS app. Let's check. Let me change one another icon as well. I have changed the iOS icon and now the Angular project. So now the Angular project will have the Angular icon, and now the iOS has the auto prefixer. Fine, that's working. And if you wish to change the image of the team and the name designation, you can do it, and you can also add the Facebook links. If you wish, you can add. The very first thing, I'm going to install the WordPress, which is 5.5. You can download it and place it to your HT docs. I already have one, so I'm not doing it. And next we are going to use the underscore theme. It is not a theme, it is just a blank template for the theme. So let me open the PHP admin so that I can install the WordPress. To install the WordPress, we need the database. That's why I'm in the PHP my admin. Let me create a database called, this is our second HTML to WordPress, so I'm naming it as well the same. I have created the database. Now as I said, this is our database name. This will be needed when we install WordPress. So this is the WordPress file. Once you extract, this is how it looks. So I'm taking the WordPress folder out, and I'm going to name this folder as a project name. So this is our current project, so the project will be this one. I'm going to name the project as HTML underscore to second HTML to WordPress. So this is our project name. So localhost / project name will ask to install the WordPress. So now we'll install the WordPress whichever is required. Click on continue. It is asking for the language, and it is asking for database details. So that's now we have created a database, and the username is the root, and the password is nothing by default for the XAMPP. Click the run installation. Once it's done, it will ask you to create an account which will have username and password. So this is the title, admin and admin. Don't forget to give the password. uh, Now it says your account is created. Now let's add the admin and admin username and password. So now we are into the dashboard. As I said, I'm going to use the underscore, which will be the folder which has all the required HTML files. It will give you a zip. It says there's a function name, so we need to rename it to some other simple name like. Now extract it, and this is our theme. It is a blank theme. Now you have to place this particular folder into our themes folder on the WordPress of our current project. WP content themes, and already we have 3 themes. We don't need this. Delete it and paste our own theme. I think I have not copied it. And don't forget to change the screenshot. So this is our screenshot, and I'm using extension. I'm taking the extension help to get the screenshot of this particular page, and you have to store this image in the PNG format on the theme folder in with the name screenshot. Themes, current theme, screenshot.png. Now it's PNG. Now let's click on save. Now to see the screenshot, where you have to go is you have to get into the appearance, themes. Since we have only one theme, the only one theme will show up in this particular page now. Now let's activate this. Now you can see once I activate it, it already has a screenshot which we have added, and this is our theme name which we have given the folder name to the underscore. The next thing, though, this is our website. This is how our website looks like. Now I'm going to paste all the required CSS, JavaScript and images on our theme folder. So this is our static website. I'm copying it and getting into the project, WordPress project. Inside the themes, just paste it. Now we know the link for style sheet and the script tag will be on the header and footer. So let's open the folder, WordPress folder. Inside the themes, we have header and footer where we need to link our script and style sheet required. So let me get into the static HTML, copy the required link tag, and paste it on our WordPress header. So this before WP body -o1, everything is useless. Just delete it. Fine. Now let's add the footer as well. Copy the required script tag and the footer section from the static HTML and paste it on the footer.php file. And once it's done, let's see how does it looks like. So it won't be showing it right now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just showing you how it looks. You can see assets/css. So to give the proper path, we have an inbuilt function which is called blog info. I just paste it and it will give the path from the theme. I'm just replacing it so that I don't have to copy paste again and again. Don't forget to add slash just before the assets. Now in for the scripts as well. And now if you visit the page, the link is now properly acquired. And now you can see I can able to scroll the CSS. Now if I refresh it and see whether our style sheet has attached, yes, it has properly attached. And now we're going to have the menu. Just get into the WordPress header and paste the header section, the function called wp underscore nav underscore menu, and that would create the dynamic menu for your WordPress theme. Now if you refresh, you should able to see the theme. Sorry for that. And yes, now you can see the theme is available. Sorry, the menu is available for this particular theme. Now we are going to create a layout for the page. So to create a web layout, we have to get into the themes folder, and inside the themes folder we have already a file called page.php. So another template I'm going to create, which I will call it page-home.php. The page is the prefix for the layout in WordPress. I'll just give the name for this layout. As I said, the home.page.php is the default one. I'm creating another layout which will have only header and footer. And let me give the name for this layout with the help of this name, template name colon home layout. Please note I have used home layout. This same home layout can be seen over here. Let me show you. So if I create a page, on the sidebar it will ask you which type of layout you need. I'm going to specify. It's not there. I think I have made some spelling mistake. I think I have misplaced the file. It should be inside the theme, not outside. I have placed the home page-home.php outside the theme. That's why it's not showing up. Now I have just named it as home. Just look at the sidebar. You can see now the drop down is available. I'm selecting it home. And if I publish, and in this particular page, I'm going to paste all the static content from the static page, leaving the header till the footer. Just paste it. And now we know the link for the image won't be proper. Let me change the home page for this particular website, okay, by getting into the setting, reading. So if I type the folder name, it will open this particular page which we have created right now, which is home. So now if we refresh the project, this particular page will show up, and that's what it is doing. And we don't need this menu because we had WordPress automatically created it. Let me remove it. Now you can see there are some blank images, so we know what is the problem. We need to add blog info. So now if I refresh it, it is there. Now I'm going to use two plugins, which is custom post type and advanced custom field. Make sure the author is same or else you won't get it right. Activate the theme. So we have converted the HTML to WordPress. Now we are going to make it dynamic. By using these two plugins, we can create some field so that it can change the value from the on the website. So delete the old plugin which we don't need. And we have a banner. Let's change the banner section now. So WordPress has a folder called template parts. So this section I'm going to make it in a new page. So get into the folder template parts, and inside that create a file called content-banner. Please make the prefix content, it is WordPress default one, and I'm going to call this content banner page into this home page, which is by using get template part function. Content-banner. So now this will be called on the home page with the help of get template part, and now that's working. Now let's make this dynamic. So to make it dynamic, what we'll do is we'll use a text field. So we'll use a upload button. So that upload button we'll get the image and paste this image on this particular div. So let me give the inline style so that it can override the style which is coming from CSS. And the value coming from server, it will be in the PHP. So the function that will give the image is the function that is called get field. I'll show you in a minute. So before that, let me create a custom field for that. So the custom field for the banner is simply the banner image. So I have activated it. Now we can see custom field. Click on add div. So this section is for the banner, so banner section. And where do you want to show it? I want to show it on a page which is called home. The field is called banner image and it should be image, and just close it. We don't need anything. Toggle all and publish it. That's all you need to do. Now if you get into the home page, and this value can be accessed using the get field function. Whatever you write inside that file, you can access it using the get field function. So now you'll be asking, where is the file? The file is in the home page. I'll just show you how does it looks. Now it is blank because we have not added the file. Click on edit. Now on the home page there would be a section called banner section, which we have named it on the custom field. Now you can see it is asking to add image. Let me add image. So these file information will be accessed on the content-banner page using the function getField. And now if you see, it is still not working. Let me see why. Okay, it's a associative array, so we need to pass URL as well, not just a variable. We need to pass URL. So now it's working. This is the image we choose and it is properly working. Let me choose the old one. Now if you see, image is okay. We need to add another style, which is background size cover, so that the image is on the center. That is working as we need. Now let's work on this section. Let's create another custom field which will be about section. So I need to show it on the page which is called home. So we are just going to add two field, which is heading and description. So let me name it with the prefix. About is the prefix and heading, and about is again the prefix and description. So on the custom post types, we will be using the prefix about icon, about heading, and about description. Icon about details is a prefix for this custom field, custom types. I'm sorry for that. So let's create two field for this about section, which is heading and description. Heading is text, and the description, let me make a text area. Close field, toggle all and publish it. Now since there is a particular field which is getting repeated again and again, so for that I'll create a custom post type. So let's name this post type as about. So this is the plural label and singular label is about. And don't forget to get the post type name, which is about. You can get it over here on the view post types, which is will be on the bracket. Now for this custom post type, it will have a page, and that page again will be blank as like home page. Now we'll add this custom field for this particular page. So now if I load it, you'll see there it has nothing. So let's create the custom field. Click on add new, and now let me name this as detailed about section, and on the post type, which is equal to about, show this field on the post type which is equal to about. That's what I meant. And the first one is icon, which is checkbox, sorry, radio button. So we need to pass in a particular format, which is x:y. So the colon is the font awesome icon, which we need to be placed on this particular HTML. So this is the first font awesome icon. Let me copy paste on the notepad so that we can, this is code, Angular, Apple, at auto prefixer. Fine. Now X is what will be embedded on the HTML, and the Y is what you see. I want to see Angular, I want to see Apple, I want to see at, I want to see auto prefixer. Fine. Close this field and let's create a new one that will be called heading. The text field, description, this would be text area, toggle all, and just publish it. And now previously it was blank. Now you can see there would be 3 fields on this particular post type. If I refresh it, you will be seeing 3 fields: checkbox, text area, and text box. You can see I need code, and I want the title to be full stack developer and about the full stack developer. Just add the title and click on publish. Unless you add title, you won't able to publish it. So this is the second. Just the description about the iOS developer. And let's create another one, the final one. Let's add another one. So the total would be 4, so that it would fill the whole website. Description about Angular project. And now we have added some 2 field on the home page as well. So this 2 section. So let me edit it. Let me give the name as about us. UI Monk is my channel name, which you are watching this video right now. And the next thing is description about the about a section. Now if I click on publish, you should be able to see now you can access these value So now let's, this is a particular section. Let's place this section on the template part folder and access the file name using get template part. Let me name this as content hyphen about. Now this should work. Now we have already filled the value of the custom field on the post type, and we can access it with the help of get field function. So these are the names which we got it from the custom field. Now this whole section is getting repeated again and again. So we'll use a while loop and a query for the WordPress. This section will change it with the help of get field. So let's paste the variable name appropriately. Heading, description, and let's check. This is a while loop, end while, and I have written a query. And the post type, as I said, to save, I'm using it. If the post type is equal to about, then get all the value and display it. And I think I have misplaced the div, that's why it is showing up like this. The row should be above out of the while loop. Take the row div and place it outside the while loop, and now everything is fine. I have changed the icon to code. Let's see. Now in the front end you should be able to see the code. And that is working. Now let's get into this section. So let's paste this content on the template content folder and name it as content-details.php. So the required fields are title. Let's add a prefix as details, description, button name, button URL, and the image. So now we are going to create the custom field for home page. Let me name this field as details section. So I want to show it on the page, which is equal to home. Description, which is text area, button name, again which is text field, and then we have URL, and let's save this name so that we can use it on the content hyphen detail page. Now we can see on the home page there is another section called detail section. And yes, detail section has shown up. The detail section should be below the about us section, so that's why I'm dragging and dropping it. Now let's add the detail. Let's add the prescription. So this is about my channel, so you know who else gonna promote us. It is we are going to do it. So we have you complete video on HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, WordPress, PHP MySQL, Laravel Code Igniter, and then we have completed Photoshop, Angular, React, and Illustrator. So these are things which I have covered in this particular channel with over 350 videos. So let's give the link to our channel. The button is this one, and this is the URL. Let's add this image. If you have icon for your channel, it's great. Now I don't have, so let me paste the image which I have on my folder. So now we have filled the custom field, so we can get the custom field value using the get field function. And paste this variable name wherever there is space for this content. and make sure everything else is a variable name other than the image. The image is an array. We can access the URL of the image using the index URL. So now as I said, it's associative array. You need to access it with the named index. We have completed this. Now let's work on the team section, and finally we'll work on the testimonial. As we already did for the about section, the first two section will come for the home page, and this team image will be for the custom post. Heading, description, and this is for the custom post. So we need to make a prefix team in image, team name. I know that is not right. Team member name should come. So let me add team name. So that is a variable name which is not going to do anything for us. And we have Google Plus. Now let's create the custom field. So before creating a custom field, we'll place the particular section inside the folder called template parts, as we did it for all the above previous section and previous video as well. So which we have uploaded less difficulty than this one. So this section is going to be for the home page equal to home. Now let's add these two fields for the home page as we did for the about us section. Let's take the name from the custom field. Now this is for the post type. Let's create a post type, and this is team. So we'll give the name for the post type as team. You can give any name, just following which is convenient for me at present. So now the page is going to be blank. We know that. To add it, I'm again getting into the custom field. I want to show this on the post type which is equal to team, which I have created just now. We have here image, and I believe everything is repeating again. Once you create the custom field, this field will be visible on the post type team, and we have to fill the page of team, and that field can be accessible on the page which is in the folder called content temp which is in the folder called template content, and we can access these field values using the get field function. That sounds really very big, but we have been doing this for 2 projects, and now it's very easy for us. Let me fill the team name, my name, designation, and if you wish to give the Facebook link and Twitter link, you can do that. At present I'm not giving it. Click on publish. The same way I have to add another 2 team member. And let me create it. I'm keeping my mouth shut so that you can get what I'm doing. And again, I'm going to make the social field blank. And another text field. Now, as I said, this field value can be accessible on the content-team page, which is inside template parts. Can be accessible with the help of get field function. Now again, it is going to be really simple. A certain section is going to get repeated again and again. So that is the reason why we have created custom post type. And to access the custom post type, we'll be running the query on the WP WordPress query function. So let's see, this is a section called MD4. Get all the post types, which is called team, and display the field names which we have stored it on the variable. And don't forget to use the echo, or else you will not get any output. And I think in the coming video I need to pause these section, or I need to skip this section, so it is a little time consuming. just copy pasting work for the third time in this particular video. So there is an error. I think we forgot to close the end while, and as like before we haven't used the associative array for the image. And now this section is dynamic. The same way again for the testimonial also, I'm going to create a post type just like we did for the team. The same section is going to get repeated, so just watch it. So before looking at the output, let me add the team heading and team description. So let's see, after refreshing you should see the entered title and description from the dashboard. I'm skipping this section, so let's work on the testimonial. The heading and description will go for the home page, and the repeating section, which is the testimonial carousel individual item, will go to the custom post type. Message, image, name, and finally the designation. Let's create another content part on the template part folder, content hyphen testimonial.php. Again this section is getting repeated. So the custom post type, the page is equal to home page, heading text, description is a text area, and to get the post type name, which will be inside the packet. We have created the post type and we have linked the post type to the we have created the post type. Now let's create a custom field so that we can add this custom field to the post type which we have created right now. Message, let's make it text area. Image, which should be of image. And now we have name, and finally designation is also a type text. Let's store the name in the notepad so that we can use this name on the content-testimonial.php page. So now let's fill the testimonial section, header and description. Now let's add a testimonial. This is the fourth time we are doing the same thing. We did it for the about us, we did it for the team section, and now we are doing it for the testimonial section. And you see, I'm not pasting the name. So to get the name, you have to get into the custom field. And now you would understand the importance of prefix. And there are many ways to create HTML template to WordPress, and this is one such easy step that will make you that will make use of two plugin and make the website very fast. So within 1 hour you would be able to create the complete whole website dynamic. And now if you refresh, you should see the content which we have filled. Image is associative array. Fine, that is working. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.